Fish is coming. MSG in July. Yeah. Hey everyone, how we doing today? That was my big productional starting point today because I'm feeling the groove every day with these guys, but especially lately because they're coming to MSG and I'm getting ready in my mind, in my soul. It's a part of like a blood circulation situation for Fish and I. We go way back to those early days when people said, "What? What do you mean Fish?" I said, "I'm telling you, it's a band, but it's more than a band. It is love, balance, and absolute frequency vibration." But let's not focus on that because we're going to listen to Fish all day, right? So what I wanted to talk about today with you was what the heck should I do every day as a raw foodist? This is a question that, oh, hey buddy, that I get asked often enough, and I know that there's other people there in the YouTube community who answer this question, and sometimes they'll feature and show through the day what it is they do. But I just thought that I would sum things up kind of simply for you because I am a simple raw foodist. That's perfect. So what I do is I wake up early, and that really depends on when I wake up, but it's early. I wake up. And schedules change. When I was working, I was waking up at a certain time, etc. But now I'm going for the gold, and I'm just putting it all on the line, and I'm crossing my fingers, but I'm also visualizing and have full intention for what I'm trying to create now in my reality. And that is a income that reflects who I am and doesn't reflect what somebody else needs, like a big boss man. So I'm trying to be like my own boss, but a cool boss. Because if I'm my own boss, I'm going to be on myself like, hey, you better work hard, but I'm not going to be disrespectful, and I'm not going to be negative. I'm just going to say, hey, Josh, let's get going, buddy. Most of the time it's get on that computer, which is kind of a forced effort because that isn't the most natural experience for me, but I know that is part of the evolution of being able to make income these days on the planet. Because you got over 3 billion people on the World Wide Web. You got to reach at least 30,000 of them to benefit. So after I get up, I'm simple raw vegan, but I'm also controversial. Oh my goodness. My sound engineers are failing. Or maybe it's my old Sony boombox. So what I do is I get up and I have a cup of green tea or yerba mate. Here's where the controversy lies. Most, I'm going to say, not all, I can't say all, but most out of a percentage in the 90s of raw foodists would tell you they're going to have their water, they're going to have their lemon juice, their apple cider vinegar, etc. They're not going to be having caffeine. And I hear that, but I have a connection with green tea and yerba mate, and that's kind of divided in past life experiences, because I think that something during my previous lineage is connected with Afghanistan, and I'll have to get into that further at another time, but something's there. And then I have a shamanistic vibration that rattles inside my core and is absolutely connected with ceremony, and yerba mate is a ceremonial beverage And I find that absolutely in my experiences of using it. I do not drink coffee. I do not drink any other caffeinated beverage, but I do enjoy a yerba mate or a green tea in the morning. So while I am brewing my tea, and then perhaps I am taking sips from it, I kind of like that warm beverage in the morning. I guess that's a behavioral situation. I just enjoy having that warm, comforting beverage. So while I'm doing that, I begin to cut my fruit. And what fruit I cut is based on that day and what's ready. But there are a few foundations of fruit I will always cut, and that's going to be apple every day, kiwi every day, whether that's golden kiwi or your old school green kiwi. And then I'm definitely going down in Banana Town, but I never have more than 2 bananas a day. So, however that works. Then anything else is going to be a complement and based on top of just that for a fruit bowl. So I'm going to fill my nice Pyrex fruit bowl here. I'm going to sprinkle it with chia seed and some shredded coconut. I might even bring in some, I like the brown rice syrup. I had noticed that Alicia had mentioned that in her book, The Kind Diet, and that kind of tipped me off because of the whole honey issue. And I'll drizzle that on top of my fruit bowl, and that's pretty sweet. Sometimes I'll bring in some flax, I like ground flax, and ready to go. Now what I do with that fruit bowl is I eat it from the morning into the afternoon, just like this, spoon by spoon. And I let it warm up, and I let it kind of just mix about, and I'm just like cool with it. It's like my little buddy. I'm hanging, I'm doing, I got my bowl of fruit. So I'm just kind of going spoon by spoon, and I got absolute sustained energy all throughout the day. Sometimes around 1 o'clock, maybe it's 2 o'clock, I'll finish that bowl of fruit, and again, I'll just be fine. I don't need anything else. I don't have hunger issues, and if I do, something comes up like, oh, I'm hungry, I'll just have some more fruit. You know, I'll cut a pineapple, or I'll have a banana. That's when I'll have my second banana. Or I'll have a pear, a peach. And that's how I go through my day. And then in the evening is the infamous power green salad that I've talked about before. And that pretty much sums up the day. I don't need a lot of foods. In our society, we have all these snacks, and we have like these heavy, dense dinners that are impossible to digest and really cause disruption in your whole cellular structure, and your body's just like, yo, where's the love? And I'm saying, I got the love. It's in raw foods. So what comes through the day in all of that for nutrition, fuel source, energy, foods, etc., is then exercise. Every day I exercise. I alternate what those exercises are based on regions. For example, if I do legs one day, I'm not going to do legs the next day. I'm going to recuperate from legs, and I'm going to go to core, ab work in the center. Then I'm going to go to upper body. With this whole new the vegan fitness coaching programs that I've been doing, I've had that as an add-on to the regular, what I call the Rocky Balboas, the regular Balboa routines that I do regardless, because I do calisthenics every day regardless of any other fitness program I'm doing. So yeah, it gets tiring in the end, and I'm not going to say I don't push it to the brink of the body stopping or the Gumby legs coming into it, but everything I'm doing is absolutely based on this right here. This fruit bowl that I begin the day with is taking me well into the night. There are so many times that I'm just so busy, I don't even have to get to the power greens, although I like that for the solid muscle strength. I'm just riding on fruit and water, and I'm good. So you have to play around and adjust for what works with you. A great addition to things if you're hitting a midday point and you're feeling hungry because you're used to a different type of lifestyle and diet is avocado. Avocado is such a powerful, beautiful, energizing, and just grounding, helps with the brain, fruit that it is a perfect addition to bring into the day, and it will keep you full feeling. I like to bring in my sea salt. I've discussed that before, very important. About a quarter teaspoon, a few times a week. The technicality, I believe, is every day, but I don't think you have to do that. I think it can sit a little. So I like to do that little sprinkle dinkle. One thing I did leave out is Braggs. He's a great mentor of mine, and I have apple cider vinegar every morning. That's the first thing I do. Before my tea, before anything, I drink water and I drink apple cider vinegar. And that usually helps with, stimulation and excretion. I mean, it's going to happen anyway because raw foods are rolling and going. But when I do the apple cider vinegar, I don't know. Maybe it's a little jiggle on the insides. So that's a very typical, simple day. And I really think it's important that everybody try to start incorporating exercise into their day. It will change your life. It will change your body. It will change your mind. It will, I promise you. Start slow. Never jump into exercise too quickly. Always stretch before. And that's a whole other discussion we can have. If you have any questions, you know how I roll. I'm about, helping anybody I can. My email, avocadogrape@gmail.com. Say what? Yes, AVAGRAPE. We leave the dictionary out of some things I do. Other times we rely on the dictionary. But for my email, avocado, AVAGRAPE @gmail.com. Email me anytime with questions. But what I would like to see in this planet is more love, and we're getting there. Vibrations, they're building, and I'm feeling it, and I'm seeing it in people's eyes, and that's, an evolutionary process and down. But let's get in some more physical exercise. Let's get in some more fitness. Let's really tone our bodies to our skeletal structures. Let's let the powers to be know that we are not weak and we are not sick. And they are not going to destroy our planet, our social structure, and everything that matters to us, which is in the love space, all animals, all plants, everything that is natural and given to us by however you want to see it or say it. Is it Allah? Is it God? I don't know, but it's an energy source. So, if you want to destroy that, you're going to have to go up against an army of some really fit, strong, grounded, vegan, plant-powered minds and bodies. That's the only way we're going to do it. So let's get healthy. Let's eat that fruit. And let's bring in a little sprinkle of that vegetable power too. And I think that's a good example of how I kind of go throughout my day. I could talk about work issues, but I won't bore you with that. But here I am. I got my files. I got my work to do. And I just thought I'd take the time to talk about these important issues. So, what was it I was going to say? Oh yeah, positive vibrations.